I used to believe that wanting more was wrong, that abundance was for a chosen few, that I had to shrink myself to survive. But all along, that was just the scarcity mindset talking and not the truth. In this video, I want to take you behind the scenes of my personal money journey. The moment everything shifted, the moment I stopped settling, and how I am learning to embrace abundance God's way. And what is scarcity mindset? Scarcity mindset is when you always feel like that's not enough, you are behind, you can't afford to dream. If someone else wins, you lose. God can bless others, but maybe not you. This is a mindset that comes from fear, lack, and trauma, and it has carried you for years without even knowing. Now, how I developed the scarcity mindset. Now, growing up, we didn't really always talk about abundance that much. I mean, when I saw a wealthy person, I always used to think like, it's not about you having wealth, it's about you having peace. Oh my God. I always used to have thoughts about how you always have to manage everything that you have. You don't just eat your today and eat what you have to take for tomorrow. You have to save for rainy days. In fact, sometimes I still have this thoughts where I'm like, we're keeping this for emergency. You're always thinking of conservation. You're not necessarily thinking of how can you get higher than this. There's so many other ways. I mean, I used to think that if you were not born into a family of generational wealth, if you were not a nepo baby, or if your daddy doesn't have like daddy's money and all of that, you're just going to be an average person. You can't really push through. It is what it is. You can't change it. There's nothing you can do to change the narrative and all of that. That mentality kept me stuck for a long time. It made me want to stay comfortable. It made me accept the idea of living small. The moment I realized something was wrong was when I started getting exposed. It was when I started listening. You see, when I talk about the impact of your environment has a very, very strong impact on the way you perceive life, the kind of things that you attract, the kind of thoughts that you think of. So I was opportune to start to listen to different kinds of people. I was opportune to be in different kinds of rooms. And I remember the first time that I heard someone say, 1 million naira is chicken change. My eyes went out of their sockets. I was like, what? 1 million naira. I mean, I used to think that 1 million naira was the height of wealth. Like, if you had 1 million naira, you're done. Like, you're done. And I think the person said 1 million naira is cheap. The person didn't even say 1 million naira. The person said 1 meter is chicken change. And I was like, okay. And I saw the person. The funny thing was, it wasn't from a egotistic or braggadocious. It wasn't. It was just pure confidence and a different kind of mindset. And I was like, no, I want this. Whatever this is, come lay hands on me, come rub it off on me. And then I think the first time I traveled, then I was at the airport and I saw different kinds of things. I saw different kinds of people. I heard the kind of conversations they were having. And I was like, no, there is more. There is more to go around. There is enough for me. How exactly did I start renewing my mind? The first thing I had to do was to start unlearning everything that I had learned. The first thing I did was to start purging my thought process. I started shifting my mind from thinking that I couldn't afford something to how can I afford this? I started shifting my mind from complaining. I get it, the country is not as pretty as we want it to be, but guess what? That place that you're planning to japa to, the same thing is going on there. I mean, I think it was during that period that I started to study about other nations, their economies. I didn't even go in depth, but I started to see that whatever I'm complaining about that's going on here in Nigeria, there are percentages of it that are going on in other countries. So what are we saying? I mean, there are a lot of successful people in those countries with everything that is going on. And let's not even forget the fact that there are a lot of rich people in Nigeria here with everything that is going on, and they're still doing fine. So if they can do it, why can't I do it? Why? The second thing that I did was I gave myself the permission to dream big. When I mean dream big, I was dreaming big unapologetically. Now, once upon a time in my life, my dreams were centered around finish uni, go for NYSC, get a job, then slowly work my way up the ladder. Then while I'm working at the job, I'd save up money. And then after I'm done saving up the money, I'd get married on time, have my kids, and then train them in school on time so I can eat my pension money and then unalive. And then there was that shift in my head, and I was like, I remember the first time I came on YouTube and I started seeing people retiring at the age of 30. Like, they had They have an income, but then they have time. They had enough time on their hands to do whatever they want to do, to invest into whatever they want to invest, to assist whoever they want to assist, and they're not scared because there is cash flow. So I dared myself to dream big. No matter how unrealistic it might seem to the real world, my God in heaven will do it for me. All I just need to do is trust him and put in the work, and he will grant all of my heart desires. I dared myself to dream big, having a YouTube channel, speaking to people, millions of people hearing me, listening to words of wisdom that I'm offering. Like, it had to be big. It had to be big. That thing that I did, which is currently what I'm still doing, is learning about wealth, learning about abundance, and not just any kind of wealth, but wealth with purpose. Now, I've been studying about wealth lately. I've been listening to scriptural teachings, listening to pastors, preachers, talking about wealth the right way, reading books about it, putting the right words, planting the right seeds in my mind when it comes to wealth. All of this helped me to stop fearing money and to start seeing money as a tool to build, a tool to grow, and a tool to help people. What abundance mindset looks like now. Now I don't wait to have it all figured out to start. I move like someone who is already positioned by God. I move with faith, and I move with R-I-S-K. I move with R-I-S-K. I plan like someone who is expecting increase. I give like someone who is not afraid of lack. I'm not giving and thinking, oh my God, I have to conserve. Oh my God, rainy days is coming. Oh my goodness, I need to save for myself. I don't give that way anymore. And that is what abundance does. Abundance sets you free mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your life is only going to change when your mindset changes. You need to remember that you're not small, you're not stuck, and you're not forgotten. There is room for you, and there's more than enough for all of us. If this video spoke to you, comment below, I choose abundance. Do not forget to like and subscribe. We are learning, growing, and becoming together.